I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts feeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough Cause time. I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts feeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough Cause time. I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
All right, all right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Ladies Night. Glad y'all can make it. Okay. I guess y'all interested in 50-50 relationships. And hey, there ain't no 50-50 in 50-50 relationships. You got to try very, very hard and do a lot of things to get to 50-50. And unfortunately, that's not unfortunately, even then, it's not going to be 50-50 uh, um, all the way. Okay, so let's get some things out of the way. We're going to cover our base the first time catching it. Thunder is ladies only can come up and participate. Oh, hey, Lucy, my black yard. Good to see you. Yeah. So, all right, let me get my bases cleared up and covered. Um, in case I need to show some videos or um, let's see. All right, let's cover our bases. All right. Let's see. Is it gone up, gone up, gone in? Hey, there we go. This channel may contain content not authorized for use by its owner. However, according to Section 107 of the Copyright Act of the United States, the fair use, I repeat, the fair use of copyrighted work for purposes such as criticism, yes, we're going to be criticizing, comments, of course we're going to be commenting. What's the purpose of being up here? We're not going to comment. News reporting only for those who don't know. And it turns out a lot of people don't know. Teaching, we're going to be teaching some things. Hopefully we're going to learn something new today. Scholarship or research is not an infringement of copyright. All right, there we go. We're done with that. All right. So let me give my hugs and love to my longtime sister. Ain't seen her in a minute. All right. All right, there we go. All right. So, I was in the back chat, I was making it sound like I'm in a bat cave, in the back chat, and was discussing things. One of our strong people had made some observation comment while they were at daycare, picking up the child from daycare. Well, I met other mothers at daycare, talking and stuff like that. Of different ethnicity, not all of them black, and realized something. Whoa, they having the same problem. It's not just a black woman's problem; it's a women problem, and it has to do with daycare and 50 relationships and how everything dealing with children, childcare, and all kind of other things involved in a relationship, whether you're in a relationship, not in a relationship, married, not married, is all falls heavily on the women. Hey, Tanya. Good to see you. Okay. All right. Sending out hugs and love. Yeah. So sound like a good topic. Do some research on it. There you go. Yeah, I can share my black yard here. I'm gonna put the link down again so you can come on up. All right, Thunder, that's fine. Just don't antagonize the women in the chat. They got the wrenches. They will knock you out of here or time you out. So be on your P's and Q's, best manners. Okay, so all right, so I was looking into it. I started off with daycare because that was what started the whole conversation in the get-go. The daycare. Now, and also as a substitute teacher, I've observed, when there's issue going on with the children, the mother's always called. Even if if there's a father there, mothers call first. Mothers are called. Who knows what's going on with the logic? It could be the parent that responds the most. Or if they have to come get the child, about 80% of the time, and I'm being generous, 80% of the time, it is the child's mother. The other 20 is tied up between um, the father, grandparents, or aunts and uncles, any other relative that could come in. Like, take the battery out. What battery? Hold on, let me see. There's something going on backstage I don't know about. Okay, let's see. Get close. All right, so I'm not trying to wind anybody up, but that's the case. Yesterday I had to go pick up my baby cousin, baby girl, because um, she got sick at school. Um, the grandmother couldn't because she was assigned to. She was at work and she couldn't leave off of work. And the dad, he just took some things that laid him out for back pain, and she don't drive. So yeah, I went. So the school knew me, but not always known me for picking up. But they knew I was related, and then the grandmother called and the mama called, let them know that I was going to be coming to pick her up. Yeah, so but it usually falls on the mother. Everything is coordinated through the mother. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I have seen some fathers, they dare to bring their child to school when he missed the bus or drop them off. But if we go, like, say the whole school, there's 100 kids, 100 parents. I'm going to say out of the 100, maybe 7 dads are there to go bring their child, pick up their child, like appointments or sickness or whatever. Um, uh, um, uh, Bring them to school when they miss the bus. You name it. It's about 7 out of 100. Okay, well, maybe I'm being a little too generous. Well, maybe, yeah. That's about right. I could be off because our schools are a lot bigger than 100, but that's about right. The other the other three would probably be a grandparent or another relative or a close family friend. In other words, your village. Each parent have a village if they lucky. I feel bad for the ones that don't. Oh, I feel so bad for those that don't. But most part you have some kind of village. Sometimes your village is very small. Sometimes your village is huge. Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me double check. Let me do another invite. You're right. That ain't the right link. Okay, hold on. I am so sorry about that. Let me get in there and straighten all that out. Oh, in the meantime, let me go ahead and put this one down. Okay, here we go. Okay, yeah, Ebony Star got it. Let me go straighten out my link. Shooks, I hate when that happens. But okay, so while I'm trying to keep my eyes everywhere. Okay, Lucy. Okay, let me let me let me straighten that out. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, it looked like it's the same one. I don't know what the issue is. Okay, let me make sure I got everything covered. Okay, let me see. All right, now let me check my link lines. See. Okay, let me see. Okay. All right, let me. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Okay, I'm just messing up all over the place. Okay. All right. And let me straighten up that here. So I can straighten up there. Uh, okay. All right. Okay. That's just need to be fixed. All right. All right. Let's see. I guess I should. I was thankful for my village. Both grandparents stayed less than 5 minutes from the kids' school. Yep. Yep. Hello, Chef Disaster. Yeah, I've been enjoying it and drooling over your food. Although the what was it? Pork chops. Yeah, that was drooling over that, and there was something with some shrimp, but to me that was a little skimpy on the shrimp. I like a lot of shrimp, so that's me. Thank you, Chef. All right, okay. Oh, let me clear this out before I accidentally erase some stuff. All right, so yeah, I like anything with shrimp in it. I like a lot of shrimp. That was just a tease. You teasing me? Yeah. So, well, you find that that's with a lot of us in Louisiana. Don't skimp on the shrimp. Shrimp po po, shrimp etouffee, fried shrimp, you name it, butterfly, gumbo. If you got shrimp in your gumbo, don't skip on the shrimp. In fact, you have to put extra shrimp in the gumbo to make sure the shrimp in the gumbo for the people that's coming after the greedy ones who like a lot of shrimp. But anyway, I'm getting distracted. Okay, so all right. So whew, all right. So child care. Let's see. According to the Child Care Aware of America, the average cost of center-based daycare in the U.S. is $11,896 per year, which means $991 per month for infants, and 10,158, which is 847 per month for toddlers. And in some markets like San Francisco and New York, the monthly cost for infant care can exceed $2,400. Whoo-hoo. The cost for preschoolers is a little less than for infants and toddlers, averaging about 771 per month. Infant and toddlers need more hands-on care. Oh, yes, they do. And more child care providers must be assigned to each room. Yeah. Yeah. And not to mention they're so cute. and they're aware of it, they will walk over you. If you a softy, they will walk all over you. That's why I don't sub at pre-Ks right now. You know, yeah, yeah. Now if they're doing something that could get them hurt, oh yeah. Let me see. What's this? Is it possible the reason all you see are women coming to schools because they're single mothers or traditional housewives and husband at work? Well, that's a theory, but I think also part of the reason is the way our environment is created. The men have created the environment that it's harder for the men to be able to leave work to see about their children. They design it that way because they still don't see women as part of the workforce. So they don't need their job. If they got a man, they got a husband, they don't so-called need their job. So it's it's easier. In fact, if a man said, I need to go to see about my child, unless he said my child is in the hospital, my child's been in an accident, he would not be. They'll be like, well, can't you get someone else to go? Your wife, your girlfriend, your mother. Trust me, that does happen. But that's because of the mindset of the environment that the father does not need to go to see about the child. That's the mother's job. Yeah, that's a lot for daycare. I would cough too, 2,400. Yeah, yeah. I feel bad for those who live in San Francisco and New York. Woo. In fact, so you don't think I'm just making up these numbers out of nowhere. Let me share the screen. This is coming from Child Care Awareness of America. I'm saying awareness. Child Care Aware of America. Okay, hold on. Give me a second, and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna share my screen so you can see the numbers. That's just on average. Now it's different from state to state. Some states, you know, the child care could be less, but that's because the cost of living there is less. Not because, hey, all right, let's see. Can y'all? Okay, let me add that. Let me take this down. All right, can y'all see this? Let me enlarge the writing a little more. Ooh, oh shucks, I hate when it does that. Wait a minute, what just happened? Oh, okay, I see what it is. Okay, I brought it up 20% and they 200%. Okay, see where it says according to child care. Let me see. Can y'all see that clearly? To be honest, if there was more traditional families, the daycare market would disappear, in my opinion, of course. Um, no, there was always daycare. It's just that traditional, it would be another family members. It would be what it is now. It'll be the grandparents. Um, It'll be the grandparents, other relatives. You come, and not to mention the families were bigger, so you had more siblings and, your parents' siblings and your grandparents' siblings to run through. I need to be a vegan. Right. I'll work on that. There'll be check with me in about 10, 20 years. I'm trying to work up to vegetarian. You know, I just like my food, you know. All right, so yeah, that's what it says, 11,991 per month, 847 per month. Okay, now I kind of understand why my cousin, when he lost his job, his he worked it out with the mother. He take care of their son, of his son, because the biggest chunk was the daycare. Mm-hmm. But as far as I know, from what I understood from his sister, he ain't done it since. But he's working, so he's gonna pay one way or the other. All right, this is the average in-home daycare charge. Okay. Wait. I kind of missed my spot. Okay. All right. The cost of in-home home care for babies and toddlers isn't much lower. The average in-home daycare charges about $9,000 per year. That's $752 per month for infants and 8,426 per year, which is $688 per month for toddlers. Charges for in-home care for preschools average between $833 per month. That's the average now. Shoo. I know some places that per month is their paycheck. That's a whole paycheck in some areas. Yeah. Okay. Family members and friends sometimes charge little or nothing to provide in-home care for a kid, while some charge as much as traditional daycare. Let's see. I mean, if the father worked and made enough income to support the household, the wife can stay at home. Yeah. But nowadays that's not happening. Nowadays it's a two income family. It has to be. Um well, then the father's either gonna have to um fight harder, get more training, get better job, get multiple jobs. Even back in the old days, my great grandfather, he had 3 jobs. His main, which is a porter, and he had 2 side jobs, and then he was still making and selling moonshine as his hustle. So, yeah. So even back in the good old days, because he didn't want his wife working, his wife did not work. He had to have multiple jobs. He got excited because there was a storm coming, and these cotton growers needed and they were paying extra money and more money than they were before for pick cotton. And he had some almost grown kids. He was like, "Oh well, if they pick cotton, they have earned their own money for stuff that they need, like school for clothes, or money for school, whatever." My grandmother put her foot down. None of her kids were going to be picking cotton, and she told him he better go find him another job if he want money that bad. But her children were not picking cotton. Traditional woman, stay at home. Was she docile by telling her husband, the hell that my children are going to go be working and picking cotton? I don't care how much money they pay. I don't care if they want to go. And if any one of them look stepping a foot towards them cotton fields, I'm gonna light them up. Well, that's not exact words. I can't use the exact words. She was my own grandfather. Actually, my great aunt told me this story. Could not use those exact words about it. But basically, she told him, "Negro, go get you another job if you want money that badly. Or we need money that badly." And he already had 3 plus a side hustle. So, hey, y'all want traditional? You want traditional wife? You do something that she don't care for. And my grandfather was 6'5", about 300 pounds of muscles. If remember what they told me, it's about right. When he walks in on a bus, you can hear him coming. His foot was that heavy. Him walking through the house, there was no sneaking with him. He couldn't sneak nowhere. His nickname was Bull, because he's supposed to be as strong as a bull. So, nah. And my grandmother barely reached up his waist. We found a picture, old picture of them when they first got married, them standing side by side. She's like 5 foot even. 5 foot even, 6'5". You don't think he could have manhandled her? He could have put his foot down? No, no. He did not want to deal with a very angry wife. Yeah, yeah. She was gonna. Oh, he may be able to physically overpower, but she was gonna get him. She gonna get him some kind of way, and he knew it. So yeah. Those of you who want traditional wives, they weren't docile. They were submissive to a certain extent, but they let it be known when they didn't like something. And the idea of her children picking cotton and my grand said she still was fussing. We tried so hard to get out of these goddamn picking cotton. She didn't know her mama could curse. Cotton fields, and you trying to put my children back in it? That no. She was adamant. Let's see, 9K in the South, that's a year's worth of private school tuition. Yep, yep. Okay, let me continue on. Let's see. Okay, full-time, another option available to working parents is to hire a full-time nanny. Full-time nanny. Okay, which can be the most expensive route to take depending on your location? Shoot, it's the most expensive route no matter your location. Okay, how much competition there is for qualified candidates? How many children you have? Rate typically range between $11 to $25 per hour. Okay, so they must have gone up since then. The most qualified, experienced nanny sometimes request the benefits. Oh yeah, because now you're an employer, such as paid holidays, vacation, sick days, employee paid health insurance. Hiring nanny makes you an employer, makes you responsible for your nanny's Social Security tax. What? Most of that don't get that now. You know how many of us don't get paid vacations, well, maybe paid holidays, but paid vacation, sick days, and employee paid health insurance? Shoot, some of us need that. But hey, if you want to make sure you got quality, in-house, and I don't know too many people comfortable with, somebody in the house. If they're gonna be paying for in nanny, probably be a family members. Okay, because she's traditional doesn't mean she doesn't have a voice. Yeah, because she's traditional doesn't mean she doesn't have a voice. He had his role, she had her role, and there was mutual respect in a functional marriage. That's right, Thunder. That's right. These guys need to understand that. But as you're gonna see, you're gonna hear these guys be saying some outrageous stuff. Thunder. A full-time nanny. Nope. Why have a nanny when you have a wife? What is the wife doing if she's not working and has a full-time nanny? Well, that's the idea. Okay, so you gotta understand, to be a stay-at-home wife, you might as well say you're a full-time nanny at that. Should she be getting paid? Well, there's some countries they're actually paying people to take care of their kids. Because they know the kids are that important. There are actually some countries where they pay you for you to stay home and take care of your kids first year of marriage. I said marriage. First year of birth. In fact, even before birth. Because if you're the mother, yeah, you being paid to be mothers. Yes. Because last thing you need to be worried about is being able to pay rent. If you're taking care of your child, you don't have to worry about childcare. You just have to worry about your mental health and all that other stuff. They are paying you to take care of your children. They pay you. You might as well say it's it's paid maternity leave. It is, because there are these countries that okay, you get 52 weeks off for maternity, which is a year off for maternity leave. You have a year maternity leave. You know how many mothers would love that right about now, to have a year of maternity leave? Shoots, we're fighting to get 12 weeks. There's a bill being passed. Where there's a bill they're hoping to pass that give them 12 weeks compared to a whole year. Huh. You think that's in France? I think it's also in Germany. I think it's also in Germany. And also that they paid you to take care of your child. You know, I think they'll pay at least up to the first 10 years. You know, I forget that program. I'm sorry, I didn't pull it up for my research, but that's a whole nother country. But hey, we should be bucking for that, especially since y'all don't want them to part. Okay, let me back it up a little bit. Okay, I know we're bringing it up again, but the abortion's right thing. Part of the problem of why women are going that route is because they don't have no daycare. They can't afford to take care of one, let alone two. A lot of it is they had to abort the second child, you know. Um um or they don't want to lose their jobs. You know, it's a vicious cycle. Okay, I'm gonna lose my job if I have the child, which I'm going to need the job in order to take care of the child. But if her job is to take care of her child, she be more willing to not abort. Okay, let's see what he's saying. The wife has something better than pay. She has full access to all the finance. A man that works him to death to take care of her and the children, also the children that mind her. Yeah, if the man is making that amount of money and if he's willing, okay. If the man is willing, there are men right now screaming and hollering about child support. There are men who were married and they divorced who don't want to pay child support. There are men who all they do is do the financial aspect of child support. Okay, but in this case, if we at the state where we need two incomes to be able to afford to take care of a family, he's gonna have to work two incomes. Let's see what's this. And when the children get older and the father passed away, they'll take care of her plus husband pension and 401k life insurance. Okay, first of all, there's no more pensions anymore. How many men do you know has 401ks? Some of them don't put in for it. Some of them don't have jobs where there is a 401k. Plus life insurance. If the wife don't do anything about it, the men don't. Okay, all right. Those few jobs that have pension, but how many people are they hiring? How many men are they hiring? Thunder, people. Period. How many men who got a woman pregnant are they marrying? Or taking care of the children? Or providing for the children? Yep, they phased out a pension at my old job back in 2008. The ones that have pensions are those that been grandfathered in. They were in there when there were pensions, but a lot of them lost the pension during the housing bubble because the banks or whatever the company gambled pretty much the pensions away in some cases. The money that's supposed to be put aside for people's retirement, they use it to invest, and the stock fell or something like that. So that's another reason why they're doing away with pension, because it's giving employers access to the people's retirement and mishandling it. They were cashing out the pensions too. Oh, okay, that too. Okay. So it would be nice, but you see what's going on is that there are quite a few men. Okay. There's quite a few men who are not taking care of their children. You know, whether it doesn't matter if they're married to the woman or not, they create a child with the woman, you're supposed to take care of them. You're supposed to provide for them. But some of them think it's just the money. Oh, I pay child support. But no, it's not only that, it's their health insurance for the child. The child gets sick, needs to go to the doctor, surgery, had an accident, or got hurt while they were participate in some school activity, they're going to need health insurance. There is okay. If they're young, they need daycare. Then there's schooling fees. Uh, some of the schools have tuition. Some of them have registration fees. And don't forget the different school activities. There's the clubs, different clubs, 4-H club, you name it. There is a club in the school for it. Then there's if they in band, there's their instrument. If they in a sports, there's their equipment that they need in that sport. Oh, I can't think of anything else. I'm stuck. Ladies, I need some help. I can't remember all the stuff that's required. Okay, let me put the link again in. Oh, hey Jody. All right. Oh, dang it! I put the. Okay, that's the link. I didn't mean to put it that way. I was supposed to be fixing my link. Okay, all right. Good to see you, Jody. Hugs and love. Um. All right. All right. Um. Okay. All right. So as I was saying, my cheerleaders' fees were a piece, and that was in the 90s. Uh-huh. Not to mention the cheerleaders' uniform and outfit, because y'all can't share the uniforms. So the girls have to pay for the uniforms, their fees. Oh, and don't let them have cheer camp, band camp, football camp. Oh, and there's baseball. Uh, oh, and now there's some that's having soccer. Oh, and I don't want to remember the ones for the swim team, for those that have swim teams and all that other stuff. Um, let's see. Oh, and there's dance teams now. There are dance teams now. I forgot about that. Okay, Thunder. This is what. Let's see what you got here. Yes, this is why the wife should have access to all the financials. If the husband's bringing in enough to take care of the family, they can do some of these things, but not all of them at once. Uh-huh. But okay, Thunder, that's nice, but not everybody is married. That we got children who where they not, the parents are no, either never was married, no longer married, And you got those. Yeah. So I need you to focus on the now. We don't have no issues, too much issues when they married, unless the man is just he's putting it all on the wife because okay, I paid the bills, um, and that's it. He still gotta come home and help with the child care, the child rearing. You know, um, even if the mom is supposedly home all day, it can take care of that. She still needs a break. She still needs a break. Otherwise, she's gonna start breaking down. Yeah, yeah. Most households were dual income. Mine's is like that, dual income. But okay, but oh, okay. How's the connection to the 50-50? Okay, okay. Everybody, even married couples, tried to be 50-50 in their relationship. That is not always possible because out of culture, tradition, or unconsciously, we put everything on the women, the mothers, and stuff like that. So it's more like she is doing 80 and he's doing 20 or 75-25. Yeah. When it's supposed to be 50-50. They both the parents, they both the caregivers, but still, I don't care if he's doing all the work. I mean, if he's outside the home working, she's still inside the home working. Just like you get a break, 15-minute breaks. If you're lucky, you got a job where you get 15-minute break, then you have a lunch break, or you at least get an hour lunch break. But it don't matter because y'all in it together. You gotta find a way to do your share of the caregiving. I don't care if we do it when it's on your day off. Oh man, I gotta give up. Yes, your day off. I seen men do it. Don't have an issue with it. That's their time to bond and spend time with their kids. Saturday morning, let mom sleep in. He cooks breakfast. Make sure the kids try to keep them as quiet as possible. If they're gonna be loud, bring them out the house. Try to give the wife a break. Cause if all her energy is spent take care of the kids, she ain't gonna have no energy for her husband to do anything unless he's fine with her just lying there while he do his thing. She ain't participating at all. Might be even sleeping through it. She's so tired. We've seen videos of mothers falling asleep while trying to feed their kids. Why not just get married? Why is having a marriage more frightening than being a single mother? Whoa, 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 whoa. Back that up there, Thunder. The woman has no problem married. It's the men. The men do not want to marry. Or if they are, they're not marrying the mothers of their children. Okay, that part thing. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, one guy got the backlash because he thought he was shaming his girl because she fell asleep feeding the baby. That's how tired she was. How many people got mad at him because instead of taking the baby, he's waking her up and chastising her how she's neglecting the baby? No, ma'am. The man in the marriage is doing his part. Also, he has to make sure that he provides and holds the family and holds the family will go under if he doesn't succeed. To is very stressful. Okay. Well, okay. I'm gonna get back to you. Dame, if the wife is putting in 75% financial, the husband put in 25 as well as home, school. Oh, okay. Let me Maybe I need to clear that up a little more. Okay. Okay. We're not talking about 75% of the money. We're talking about of the other. Everybody who, okay, 50-50 is not just about the money. Okay, y'all split the rent or the mortgage 50-50. The utilities 50-50. All right. Okay, y'all got that settled. Okay, let me see. Car notes. Either y'all each have your own car, but pretty much 50-50 insurance. Okay, now we talking about, okay, let's say I did put children in there because that was what caused it. Say you don't have any kids. You and your guy are living together, and y'all split the bills 50-50. Everything's cool there, 50-50. But okay, what about the housework? 50-50 the housework? Did y'all make assignments? Who do what where? Y'all split it up? Y'all both do them all at the same time? Cooking, cleaning. I saw that video. Okay, I wanted to reach through the computer and grab him by the neck. Okay, she's at home. He's out there dealing with the world while she can be a wife and mother. Thunder, get out of the married people thing. Move on to the single people thing. Thunder, there's no 50-50. If there's a problem, what are they doing with the other 50? Okay. Nice start, 50. I mean, with Thunder. Uh, okay. All right. 50. Let's kind of pull out of the married people. As far as I know, no, we're gonna have to include them eventually. But we're talking about there are not a lot of men who make enough money where their women do not work. The few that do, um, even they have to share some of the household chores, cleaning, cooking, taking care of the kids. Because one, he needs to bond with his children, got to spend time with them outside of the mother being there. So if something happened to the mother, she gets sick, she gets killed, he can take care of the children too. Okay. The only issue I have when there's a married couple is that he depends too heavily on the mother and he don't establish his own bonds and relationship with his children. He comes in, mother tell him this one was acting up, spank that one. This one had some problem. He needs to talk with you and you go there. He needs to know his kids on his own. He needs to know what are important to his kids, what his kids are going through, all that. Okay? So, yeah, she's there, she's taking care of the kids. If she's at home mom and she's there, she's taking care of all the kids, he still got to be there. He still got to spend time with his kids. He still got to get involved with his kids. Still got to take an interest in their kids. Make sure they are so well physically, emotionally, spiritually. You know, whether it involves church or just that the things that's helping them get through the things that's going on outside of, especially those of us who are Black. We live in a racist world. It's still there. It's still in action. We still feeling the effects. There's still systems in place that is against us as Black folks. And our children start to see, especially as they go to school, They need to learn how to handle it. The boys need their father to show them how to maneuver, walk, and deal with these things. And just like who you think has to talk with them about dealing with the police when they're driving while black and stuff like that? How they can't just pop off. They gotta hold their hands a certain position. They gotta make sure their license registration and their driver's license as easy place where where they can their hands will be seen at all times. That they can't just flip off at the cop. They gotta go, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, even when they ain't feeling it. They gotta keep their expression neutral. They can't raise their voices. They can't show no anger, even when they're angry as hell. The men has to tell their sons how to deal with this because they're more likely to be stopped than anybody. Me and my cousins had that, talk. I had to see. He said it's different for me as a woman, because they don't treat us the same. Well, they treating us the same now, but yeah. But even so, I still have my maneuver that I have to do too. I can't pop off. I can't let myself get angry. I may not after all the time show my hands, but I do have to place them on the drive on the steering wheel. And I gotta tell the cop everything I'm going to do before I do it, or have my hands up in there. One of the two. I've had told two stories: hands in the air, hands on the steering wheel. And every step I make, if I have to get my driver's license in my purse, I'll have to say, officer, my driver's license in my purse. I am going to reach in my purse and get it. Is that okay? But when it happens and stuff like that, the father knows how from the boy's point of view. The women know how from the girl's point of view. We teach. I thought when our men, our fathers, our brothers, any male who's driving and a cop pull over, whatever was going on before, whether we were arguing, fussing, the baby was crying, and we was reaching out the back seat or whatever, we got to stop that immediately. Because we are not giving the cop any excuse to shoot anybody. We are to be calm, quiet, let him handle it. Don't talk to the cop until he talks to you. Different stuff like that. Okay. Anyway, but still, I'm sorry. I kind of went off in my own little thing there. Okay. So Thunder. Okay. That's great. Ideally, it would be great. The man is the breadwinner. He makes enough money where the wife does not have to work. All she has to do is stay home, take care of the kids, and do what she do. Even the stay-at-home mom, they were always involved with church stuff, community stuff, just going about her day. Anyway, but that would be ideal. But that's not the case all the time. That's right now. That's kind of a luxury not many of us get. In most cases, the husband and wife was working. The wife might be working part-time. Depends on who got the full-time job, which job makes the most money. Can they afford to, for her to go part-time or him to go part-time, whatever the case may be. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or sometimes the wife's job is something in the community. She's a teacher. She's doctor, nurses, that kind of stuff. Let's see. Okay, let me see. Let me back up. I got everywhere and I lost track of y'all. Okay, let me back up. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. I'm going to give you all, and I expect some. If you can't, okay. Can't, I won't do that. We should not be together. Okay, that's as long as you're being honest with her. And she depend on him being a man that provides for his family. That's nice. He still provides for his family, but nowadays it needs help. Or they get they or they get too oblivious about the stay-at-home wife doing all the household chores and dealing with the kids. Yeah. hmm Um. I I feel for the single mom that don't have any option to be a stay-at-home mom. A lot of them would love to be stay-at-home moms. I know quite a few of them, but they can't because they the only one of bringing any money home. Are they the only ones? Are they the primary caregiver? The dad is not doing, or he's out the picture for whatever reasons. Um, let's see. The children will have a deep respect for their father when they get old and realize what he did for them in order for them to have the life that they did. Not all the time. There are plenty of kids who don't. They don't. Their dad working and stuff like that. Some of them, even when they become fathers, you know, they don't appreciate that their dad is working, or they understand it better, but that don't mean they accept that. Hey, why he wasn't involved? Why he didn't show no interest in what I was interested? Why he never came to my game? Why he, all kind of stuff. Some of them don't. My husband gave the talk to his sons just like I gave the talk to my daughters. Yep. Let's see. And the sons will see what his father did and know what is expected of him in order to call himself a man. Thunder. I'm beginning to think you living in a dream world. Okay, that is your life, but I don't think that's what's going on for everybody. And the daughter will see how and what type of man she should have in the future. So Oh, hey, Mika. Sorry, I miss you coming in, but good to see you. We kind of wandered off topic there for. Let me see if I can get it back on topic. Okay, let's see what questions you got. Okay, let's reverse it. The wife is making money, and can you, as a woman, respect him as a man if he stay at home as a house husband? Okay, if he stay at home as a house husband, if he's doing the house husband duties, yeah. Because if he's gonna be a stay at home dad and he's taking care of the kids and he's cooking and cleaning everything, yeah, yeah, yes, I can respect him. And I've seen men who have done this for a time. Either they got laid off, they lost their jobs. The job they got was just a part time. So, that was what they did. They make sure the house was clean, kids was taken care of, went to see about them, brought them to school, picked them up from school, went to all the activities, you know, yeah. But I do understand that he was doing that for a time because he didn't have a job. Um, if you could be a stay-at-home mom, would you? Okay, I'm a whole nother animal. So no, I would not be a stay-at-home mom. Um, that's not me. Hey, I don't even have kids. I like kids well enough, but I haven't found a man I trust enough. But would I want to be a stay-at-home mom? No. As I say, I'm somebody different. You occasionally run into these women who like kids, love kids, but the idea of staying with them all day long without a break, It sounds exhausting. I guess I would go no. I'm still stuck on a 2,400 daycare fee. Oh, oh yeah, I forgot about the daycare fee. Ooh. Let me see. What was that? Let's see. That 2,400. Yeah. That 2,400 a month. Oh, it said it can't exceed 2,400 a month, and that's San Francisco and New York. Okay. All right. Let's see. Yes, Mika, 2,400. Let me back it up. Um, let me see. This is about an average, but they said in New York and in New York and back it up some more. Yeah, in New York and San Francisco, infant care can exceed 2,400. She stuck at 2,400. She didn't catch that part where it said it can exceed 2,400. So if you stuck at 2,400 and it could actually go past that, I called one last week and it cost 330 a week. Yeah. We've been running to that. They said about the average. Okay, let's see what he got here. It seems like being a single mother getting child support is more important than having a marriage, at least with a marriage. Okay, Thunder, I keep telling you that if no woman can force a man to marry her, if he don't want to marry her, or he don't want to stay married to her. The reason why child support is important because her income is not enough. The child care is the biggest bite in the budget. Yeah, please. Some people get $25 a month. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why they put a minimum payment in there. I thought that minimum payment thing was supposed to be if you have back child support, you still have to pay your child support, but for the back child support, the minimum you can pay is 25. But some reason, some kind of loophole in the system or whatever says they can pay a minimum of $25. I thought it was supposed to be $25 a week at that. A woman could do it all, but still a man has to ask the woman to marry her. Exactly. Yeah. And okay. All right, so we had just got through Mickey. We had just got through with the nanny before we got sidetracked. Let me see. In-home care for babies and toddlers. Okay. Oh yeah, we was going into in-home care. I mean, and we just did full-time nanny. And oh yeah, and you're her employer now, so you gotta get. You might need to give her some benefits such as paid holiday, vacation, sick days, employees paid health insurance, and you responsible for her Social Security taxes. Mm-hmm. Hiring a nanny make you an employer, make you responsible for your nanny Social Security tax. If you have your heart set on having a nanny, but the cost is too high, consider doing a nanny share. In this scenario, the nanny cares for the child or children of two or more families at the same time. Your costly your hourly cost is typically lower since you're sharing the nanny, and your child is getting less one-on-one attention. Nanny share can be a full-time or part-time. Later, last but not least, the babysitter, according to Urban Sitters, this is Urban Sitter 2022 National Child Care Rate Survey. Parents pay babysitter an average hourly rate of $17.73 for one child, $20.30 for two child, and $21.49 for three child. Hey, I got robbed. I got robbed as a kid. Oh my goodness. I wasn't getting paid that much as a babysitter. Shucks, I wasn't even paid that much as an adult babysitter. You say you can't force a man to marry her. Why is she asking him to marry her? The man must ask. Because okay. Bare minimum in Virginia is $60 a month. Okay, that's not helping. That might pay for a couple of cans of formula. Or maybe um a maybe a $20 box of diapers and a formula. I think I'm missing something. And if the woman is married, wife material, why is he laying down? And if she's not wife material, she's not mother material. Things are backwards nowadays. I agree with you there, Thunder. Things are backwards. Yeah, yeah. Men, men have made women so desperate that they are lowering their standards in order to have a man. Unfortunately, some of the things they doing, thinking to keep the man, or that he love her, or he's asking of her, um, is backfiring on her. Let's see. Let's see what else we got here. Okay. Oh, and of course, babysitting rates differ across the country. San Francisco once again leads the nation with an hourly rate of $21.17 for one child, while the rate is $12.53 in Las Vegas. Woo! Okay, I need to be a babysitter in San Francisco. Okay, this may be several ways to get the care you need for your child, but it's still a worrisome financial burden for many families. According to Care.com 2021 cost of care survey, 85% of parents compared to only 72% in 2022 report spending 10% or more of their household income on child care. All right, let's see what y'all talking about now. Yeah, children. Okay, we already talked about that. To put it simply, dysfunction and delusional thinking is keen, and common sense and critical thinking is not cool. Yeah. There are too many girls that and women who thinks okay, girls is boyfriends that is a requirement that they have sex, and since the guy don't want to wear a condom, um she don't know how to tell him to put one on. Hey, eventually they're gonna have a baby. More like 20% now of the income going to child care. I can believe it. Um, the profound impact that access to child care has on family has never been clearer than throughout the pandemic. Um, as we begin to fully re-engage with school and work, child care remains key both in terms of availability and cost. The survey also revealed that 94% of the parents have used at least one major cost saving strategy to save money on childcare in the past 12 months, including reduced hours at work, 42%, changing jobs, 26%, or leaving the workforce altogether, 26%. What can be done to help these parents ensure that children are cared for an affordable while still allowing them to remain employed and build a successful career. Okay, here's some suggestions on how employees can help parents with the cost of childcare. Okay, I'm glad those days of worrying about childcare are over. Yes, because one girl was asking me if I knew anybody, and the person I knew, it turned out okay. She had a daycare. One of them I knew she had a daycare, but she didn't have any openings, and the other one, she has an illness and she can no longer take care of the kids because it's debilitating. So yeah, she was doing like a couple of kids and she had to stop. hmm because with COVID still around, some parenting was doing like a bubble thing, you know, where somebody they knew very well, usually a neighbor and a friend, will take care of their kids while they go to work, and but she had an illness where she couldn't work, but it got to the point where it got bad and she can't even do that. If a man is making 100K, that's more than enough as long as you're not trying to live like a movie star. Okay, no, 100K is no longer enough. 150K uh is minimum. 100K is bare minimum. 150K is a little bit better. Mm, okay, you want to come up? Okay. All right. Oh shoot! I keep forgetting to fix my link. Okay, that should be the link to it. Max. Okay. Let me fix my link. Um. Uh oh. Uh oh. Ah, shoots. How did that happen? Okay, okay. I'm gonna just have to do it this way. All right. Let's see. Kind of accidentally erased my link. I was supposed to be correcting it. All right. Let's see. See if I get that right. Okay. So, okay. Let's see. Paste that on there. All right. That should do it. All right. So, all right. Let's see. Where was it? What are you trying to do? Where's that not enough? Get in that backyard and grow a garden like grandma did and have some chickens and that. Okay, yeah, 100K is good for Louisiana. Yes, yes, it's great for Louisiana. It is wonderful. Yeah, 100K is wonderful for Louisiana, but that's not the case on average across the country. 100K is not enough, especially those that live in the East Coast and the West Coast. No, 100K is minimum. Yeah, but yeah, Thunder. But you gotta think outside of Louisiana. Shoot, 50K. If 50K is good in Louisiana, if 60K is good in Louisiana, but 100K is magnificent in Louisiana. But is not those East Coast areas and those West Coast areas. Shooks, I think even parts of the Midwest too. That ain't enough. Stop trying to make me hungry, Thunder. In fact, I need to. In fact, wait a minute. Is it okra season yet? I gotta go talk to one of my to one of my peoples to see if they planted any okra this year. Dang it! I saw his wife too, and I missed the opportunity to ask. But then again, I hate cutting up okra. But they don't do jack in Dallas Fort Worth metropolitan. See, see, even as close as Dallas Fort Worth is to us, that ain't even enough for them. So yeah, 100K is good in Louisiana. Mississippi probably, Alabama, um, most of the southern state, but it ain't gonna be good for Florida, Texas. I'm trying to think. Um, I'm trying to think of some areas. Oh yeah, we can go in the frozen section and get okra, but he's talking about fresh okra. Came out of the garden. You got to clean it up and slice it up yourself. That's a whole nother taste altogether. Oh wait a minute, I forgot, Tanya. You live in Texas. Well, it's been a while. Is it certain parts of Dallas they have a garden and grow? So wait a minute, I'm being presumptuous. Tanya, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting. It's been a while since I've been in Texas, and the last time I was at uh um there was no garden in Dallas Fort Worth area that I've seen. I'm just saying, assuming there are buildings for 50K houses out of my way, and they look like shoeboxes. That is enough in Houston and Richmond, Texas. Okay, so okay. Well, I guess that would make sense then. Yep. Okay. They are really strict with that city limit. Yeah. Yeah. So my cousin who's living in the Dallas area, when she came home, she got some okra. I'm saying okra like I don't say okra like anybody else. All right. Hey, Black Knight. So, yeah, wanted to comment on something?
Yeah, it's my background too. Now I'm trying. I can't find my remote is missing. I can't turn my television down, so I hope it's not too loud in the background.
Um, it's loud, but I can hear you over it.
All right, hold on. Let me. All right, give me a second. Let me go on mute. Give me a second. So I can find my
Okay.
remote control.
Go to the hood and get some of that cheap property before gentrification hit the area and build it up. Go in the hood. Some of them areas they already been gentrified. Okay, let's see. Thunder, they're already doing that in Oak Cliff. They're pushing people out of there. Some, but not all. Okay. So, so yeah, okay. So it's like, okay. So get any property that's low and affordable and hurry up and gobble it up. Find some decent price houses and work with it. Oh, oh my goodness. Okay, Thunder. I'm gonna let you and Tanya talk it out. But yeah, there, most you could do is buy a house that's been neglected and fix it up. Yeah, price
All right,
wise.
let me turn this down a little bit. All right, how's that? A little better?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I got a couple of things. First of all, how you doing, ladies' night? Appreciate you having me up.
Okay.
You know, before I comment, I want to say this. I've been doing a lot of surfing on the internet, right? Especially all of the social media outlets, whatever. Do y'all know that the black man is the only one on social media talking bad about his woman? And that's the only thing he's doing? They're not talking about building nothing. They're not talking about saving our children. They're not talking about anything worthwhile that can help us out as black people. They're all just sitting online talking about black women and sex with black women and sex with underage girls and prostitutes. I'm reading about other people who are talking about buying property, building up their neighborhood, starting businesses, opening up schools. I was watching these Chinese people talk about moving their kids into an area in the neighborhood to where they're going to school their own children over here in the U.S. They're talking about money, finances. Niggers are talking bad about black women and talking about pumping and dumping and stupid stuff like that. That's all the Negroes talking about. They ain't talking about nothing that's going to help black people. Now I'm talking about big panels. There are black dudes holding these huge panels, right? I seen one Zoom panel that had 20 dudes on it. For some reason, they come out of the woodwork and want to say something bad about black women, going to talk about their experience. You see, that's because the Negro is a child. He's not a real man. He's not strong enough to stand up in this world on his own. You want to be taken care of like a little boy until the day he goes to his grave. The immaturity is mind-blowing. You got game changers still over there talking about the black woman is the least desired. You know how long he been saying that shit? Damn, how long Game Changer been talking about that since me and you got together, right?
Yeah.
That's all these niggas are talking about. And then Sonetta over there scamming people with that bullshit in the conscious community. The Negro can't be proud of anything that he's saying here on social media. Unbelievable. You got all these undercover gay dudes like Tariq Nasheed keep talking about guys' moist booty holes. Straight men don't talk about a man's booty hole. But it's heartbreaking to see that the black man is doing nothing but bashing this woman, talking about sex, talking about going to other countries for the purposes of having sex with underage girls. They ain't talking about nothing else. You can't learn nothing from him because he ain't talking about no real shit. Like I said, you got some fools over there in the conscious community talking about Egypt and all that gay shit with the God. What God that you know, right, gives himself fellatio and then spits up his own cum and that creates civilization? That's the nasty shit that they want you to believe over there. So I just wanted to put that out there.
Okay.
And but getting I saw something that said, okay, a woman being wifey material or a mother. Well, you want her to be both. You don't want her to just be one. And that comes from the courting process. That's why I stress courting. You find all of this out in the courting process. And depending on how the man treats her, it's the way she's going to behave towards the man, because she's going to conform to what he is. You know, she's going to mold to what he is. She gets used to his personality. So if you want a woman, if a man wants a woman to be wifey material and be a good mother, you have to treat her that way. You have to show her that that's what you want. You have to mean business. You have to show her that this is what you want. This is what's going to make you happy. If you don't show her, she don't know, then she'll morph on her own. It might be something, she might morph into something totally against who you are. That's why you have to court her, so she can get used to your personality and get used to you. And see the things that you like and what you don't like. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think you have one without the other. It's kind of like children, right? And the mother.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's just wifey material, because you don't plan on having children, then that's the way, then that's what you have to show her. You know? So, yeah, I definitely wanted to say something about that. Go ahead, Dan.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, he was talking. We a while back talking about, you know, the husband taking care of the financial and having a job that so the wife can stay home and be and take care of the kids.
Yeah, I do believe that. Well, I don't know if anything's going to be the same anymore. We live in different times now, and we're too far removed for anything traditional in order for tradition to make a comeback. You know, we need to accept the fact that this is a new age, a new breed of black people with new ideas and a new way of thinking. I don't think we're ever going to go back to the old school or anything similar to the old school.
Yeah, I was trying to get him to see that at the current time that it requires two incomes to provide for a family.
Well, a family somebody has to be in the house 24/7. Okay, you can't be in the house some of the time, or you know, a family requires a lot of attention.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Ideally, that would be great. Um, and sometimes it could be like that some of the times. Um, like when the first year the baby is born. But sometimes it just ain't. Either both parents are working or one parent's working full time, one is working part time. Um, or you or one is not working or is finding a way to work from home, or or one is not working. Usually the mother until the child is in school, like kindergarten. But with a lot of single mothers, they are working almost within 3 months of their baby being born because they're the primary caregivers. They're the only income coming in. The guy is either not providing, he's not there, you know, not even paying child support.
I think that the black woman today, I think pretty much that's what she needs to pursue, at least a 50-50. It'd be nice if she can get a real traditional man, but that's highly unlikely. So she has to go for at least 50-50. Okay. The man has to be doing something right now. The black man is too busy being a damn child. Okay. So it's hard for the black woman to find a black man that she can rely on. You know, someone who's going to do the right thing and protect her and provide for her, and you know, be a good father and a good husband.
Okay, is this is kind of funny and ironic. Thunder said something that you had said before, but we must work together and not just 50-50. It must be 100-100.
No, I think those days are gone, Thunder. I think though that the black woman should at least pursue a 50-50 relationship. She'd be lucky if she get a black dude that does anything at all. And it's sad for me to say that, but these niggas out here today, they're not worth two nickels to rub together. I'm gonna go on record, like I said before. This is the worst generation of black men that black people have ever had to endure. But he's also the weakest. He wants to act like a girl. He wants to put on his skirt and wear high heels and fight with women.
He wants to stay at home. He don't want to work as hard. He don't want to have 2 or 3 jobs.
Can you play Mary with the Boots? I got something I want to say about that. I need you to play it first.
Okay. Let me go look for it.
I want to show y'all something. And y'all might laugh, but after I get finished saying what I got to say, you might feel sad. Something else too. Black men are starting to gyrate their hips and shake their ass like black women. You got dudes out there now with their ass in the goddamn camera now. You got black dudes out there twerking now. I mean, they outdoing the woman. He can shake his ass better than you can shake yours. You can
Hey,
put on the screen, gang.
hey, hey.
Okay, look at this, y'all.
Hey, hey,
This is what you got to deal with.
hey. Go Mary, go Mary, go Mary, go Mary. Get it, sis. Hey, get it, sis. Get it, sis. Hey, and with the boots. Go Mary, go Mary, go Mary, go Mary. Now get it, sis. Hey, get it, sis. Hey, get it, sis. Now get it, sis. Go Mary, go Mary, go Mary, go Mary.
Okay. Y'all see that? When me and Dane started playing this, right? It was funny. It's not anymore. You know why? Because that now is an absolute reality of the black men that the black woman has to deal with today. That's not funny anymore. Because it's true. That's why we can hardly never go back to traditional ways. You can try, but I believe you may be wasting your time. These guys today, they don't have anything in them that you can build a traditional family off of. Hell, they don't even have any pride or dignity or anything like that. Okay, so I don't know what you're gonna do. But and then he's not solution oriented. He's not looking for anything to build. You know, they're comfortable with sitting on social media, getting a little bit of cash apps here and there to talk crazy about black women and think that he is doing something for black people. You see what they're talking about with Kevin Samuels? They're talking about Kevin Samuels taught black men. So what did he teach black men? Damn, did I miss something? What did he teach black men? But you got black men showing up on channels talking about Kevin Samuels taught me how to do this. Kevin Samuels taught you something? And you telling other people that? You know, we are the only people, well, I wouldn't say for all time, right? But right now, we are the only people that make people famous for doing something negative and destructive. I'll never forget what this piece of shit said. God rest his soul. But he was a piece of shit when he was alive. Let's be honest about it. I'll never forget when he insulted the sacred womb. A woman's womb is sacred. Why? because life passes through it. A woman's womb is the gateway between the spirit world and the natural world. Okay? The things that he said, it was so disrespectful. It was so blasphemous that it was unforgivable. He's told a black woman, what did he say, Dame? That giving life don't make you soft. I forgot what he said. He said, he said giving birth don't make you special. It just means your wound works. Any dog can shit out a litter of puppies. Extremely disrespectful. And so I don't mean to commandeer ladies tonight, but I'm just saying, black women, you can come to my chin cultures when I have them and take notes on what I'm trying to do with these black men. And then we got to have some more shows to where we tell the black women we're the eligible black men who have jobs and stuff, like we did before. Remember with the diesel mechanics?
Yeah.
Because these niggas here.
Yeah.
Exactly, Thunder. That's what y'all got to be dealing with. Black men wearing stiletto heels, right, Name? Those were stilettos, right?
Yeah, those were stilettos.
What is a black man doing wearing stilettos?
Yeah. Even Rick James didn't wear stilettos. He wore platforms, but
Prince didn't wear stilettos, did he?
no, those are platforms.
But he did wear high heel boots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though Prince dressed like that, y'all, he wasn't a homosexual. He actually didn't like homosexuals. He didn't. He loved lesbians, though, for some reason. But he wasn't a homosexual. He liked women only. And everybody around him who talked about him said so. Him dressing like that was just part of his brand. Shout out to Autumn for bringing up about Sierra. Yeah, that was a part of his brand. That was a part of the attraction of Prince, you know, but he wasn't gay at all. Mika tripping, y'all make it go, man. But you know, yeah, you missed Mary. Hey, Dane, play it one more time for Tanya. She missed it.
Oh, okay.
Mary with the boots. Okay, Tanya, just for you. There you go.
Hey! 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 Go Mary! Go Mary! Go Mary! Go Mary! Get it, sis! Hey! Get it, sis! Get it, sis! Hey! And with the boots! Go Mary! Go Mary! Go Mary! Go Mary! Now get it, sis! Hey! Get it, sis! Hey! Get it, sis! Now get it, sis! Go Mary! Go Mary! Go Mary! Go Mary! Hey!
Okay. That is for Miss Tanya Sweet.
Yep.
You know,
Oh yeah, and
unfortunately,
Thunder, and Thunder, the guy that was encouraging him is straight. The
yeah.
guy who did the recording was Skin and Bone 4071. And yes, he's the guy that was encouraging him. Yeah. Now, if he ain't straight, then okay, that means we have some issues with young men that are straight or supposedly straight. Yes, Tanya. He's wearing, not only is he wearing stilettos, about 9-inch stilettos. It was wet out there. You know how slippery the ground is when it's wet, and he did not trip on his feet. He did not slide. He's even doing the ballerina thingy. Shoes. Walking in it better than women do.
Oh, dang. Can you? I want to say something else. Can you get Shaka Amos picture?
Okay.
You know the one I'm talking about. I want to show y'all something else. Me and Dan came up with a term called alpha feminine male. Right? Alpha feminine male. What is a alpha feminine male? A alpha feminine male is a male who believes he is a dominant woman. Ain't that cold? Right? An alpha feminine male is a male who believes and thinks that he is a dominant woman. So Dan, when you get a chance, tag alpha feminine male in the chat.
Okay.
Along with the definition.
All right.
Get used to that term, y'all. Alpha feminine male is a male who thinks and believes that he is a dominant woman. Me and Dan gonna be doing a next week. We had to push it back to next week. Okay, look at this. This is what the black woman is dealing with. That right there, y'all, is a alpha feminine male. Yes, Thunder. Me and Dane, we invented it. We came up with it. Okay. It's not in the dictionary yet, but the way it gets in the dictionary, y'all have to say it a lot. Y'all got to make it mainstream, and then Webster will investigate it, and and they'll put it in the dictionary. Alpha, feminine, male. Definition: a male who thinks and believes he is a dominant woman. That's the phrase right there, y'all. In this picture right here, he is an alpha feminine male. Okay? Okay, then you can get that crap off the arm.
Okay. Okay. What is happening? done to reverse this?
There's a couple of things you can do. One, we have to get to the new generation that's coming up now, the young boys and girls, the ones that are like babies until the age
20?
15 on down. Okay? 15 on down. You got to get to them. You got to change their minds. You got to raise them right. Okay? That's the only way. You got to get to them. I mean, it's embarrassing. You know what? I'm old school. Dame would tell you, I got a lot of pride. Okay? She knows me. She rolls with me. She will tell you that the Black Knight has a lot of pride. Okay? I'm a hard-working, hard-chugging, successfully married Black man. I got pride in myself. These dudes don't have any pride. They don't have any pride. And they are weak.
They're lazy.
Yeah, lazy and weak.
Okay, Thunder asks, what is causing this to happen? Why is it just us?
Because it's we've been targeted since we were coming out of slavery. And the white man jumps on anything Black people do. And what allows him to do that is the fact that he runs this this whole country. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Exactly, Tanya. No shame. And right now, the biggest danger that creates this kind of male is the music. Okay? The music is homoerotic. And then they keep attacking the woman. You have women running around here calling themselves cisgender. Look, I don't care what's going on out there. There is only two sexes in the known world, and that's male and female. There is no other sex. There's only one kind of marriage that is held sacred by the Creator. Okay? Anything else is just somebody's imagination. Okay? Yeah, the movies too. How about the dancing, y'all? The dancing, Black men are shaking their hips, legs wide open, ass up in the air, stomping their feet like girls do. Hell, now men can cheerlead better than women. They done ran the women out of the cheerleading business. You know what's disgusting? Okay. This thing is going to stop when the Black woman decides that she's not going to take it anymore. Dame, while I'm talking, see if you can find the Prancer Elite. I want to show y'all something else. When a black woman decides that she's not going to take this anymore, it'll stop. And right now, the black woman is in a little daze, trying to figure out what end is up. And she has lowered her standards. Exactly, Tanya. Twerking men who twerk better than women. Y'all notice you don't see black women twerking no more, right? That's because the men are doing it. Name the last time you seen a black woman make a twerking video. The men are doing it. They're outdoing the women. And if you look at the behavior of black men today, right? All their behavior is sexual. It's about nothing else. It's all sexual. And so his thing is, okay. I know the two-step. That's my thing right there, the two-step. Exactly. It's all that's gone. The black man has become a femboy. He's effeminate. He's very combative towards a black woman. And he is anti-black woman and pro-black male. I said before, because I'm old school, I was taught that love is for women and respect is for men. A grown man doesn't have any business loving another grown man. Men aren't supposed to cry over each other. Check this out. When y'all get a chance, right? There's a movie called, okay, let me give y'all a treat. Soon, in the near future, probably next month, y'all gonna get the first installment of Dame and the Black Knight's wacky movie review. Okay, we either gonna call it Dame and Max Wacky or Dame and the Black Knight. We might do it. We already got Dame and the Black Knight, so we'll go Dame and Max's wacky review, wacky movie review, right? And I want y'all to get a movie. It's free. It's on YouTube, right? It's called Undisputed 3. And you can fast forward all the way to like the part when he beat that dude called Raul Quinones, right? And got all that money, okay? I want y'all to pay attention to something that they focused on in the movie. The black dude and the Russian dude played by Scott Adkins, they had a tender, emotional, and intimate moment. Like a man would do with a woman.
Okay.
See, right? See, these are the things that you're not paying attention to. They were up in each other's faces like a man does a woman. They had a tender, intimate, emotional moment. Two grown-ass men. What the fuck? Yeah, I need to pay attention to these things. We're going to start on a wacky review, right? We're going to give y'all things to watch for in movies that are absolutely devastating to the black man's personality. Um,
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna be doing review.
okay, Dane, do you have the Prancer Elite?
Yeah.
All right, y'all, fire it up, Dane.
Sassy, moody, nasty.
This is the Prancer Elite.
What was happening? Oh, it's Prancer Elite.
I'm talking about the homosexuals at what is it? What HBCU they're at?
Okay. Wait. The parents release. I don't think. Well, I don't think they no longer at HBCU. I know there was some at Morehouse. You talking about when they were
That's
in?
it. That's it. Yeah. Morehouse, right?
Mm-hmm.
If a grown man loves another grown man, he hasn't been taught properly. You understand? Love is for women. Love is for your mother. Love is for your children when they're little. Love is for your sisters, your aunties, and your grandmothers. Love is for women, period. Strength and respect is for men. I don't want another man's love. I want his respect. Okay? Now, this doesn't mean that you don't care about what happens to your brother or what happens to your father. That's not what that means. Not having love for your father and your brothers doesn't mean you don't care about them. But your love is not, if you're loving other grown men, then your love is in the wrong place. And that also works against black men today. Why? Because they're walking around here calling each other, say sexy, baby, beloved, slapping each other on the butt. Yo, I love you, man. No, you should not. You love women. Damn, do I love men or women?
Love women.
Love is for women. Strength and respect is for men. That's another reason why the black man today can't perform properly, because his love is in the wrong place. And Kevin Samuels added to that by saying, we don't need women. Are you insane? I'm still trying to figure out what he taught black men. And also, Kevin Samuels understood the condition that the black man was in. I'll give him credit for that. And he knew that there was no changing it. So what he tried to do was, He tried to convince the black woman to lower her standards. He tried to get the black woman to lower her standards. Okay? And you have a lot of black men today, some who are colorful and very well-spoken orators, keep giving black men excuses not to perform in this world today. Guys like what's his name? Sonetta. Guys like Dr. Umar Johnson. These guys keep bringing up slavery. We are 500 years removed from slavery. Slavery isn't affecting us, but we're being told that it is.
Well, wait a minute.
Huh?
Wait a minute. Somebody has said something that I believe is correct. Okay, we keep saying we're 500 years from slavery, but that's actually inaccurate. We're about 100, maybe 150 years from slavery. People keep thinking from the beginning of slavery to the time that was emancipation, that was 500 years away, but actually that was more like about 150 years. So some of our great great grandparents or our great grandparents were in slavery, depending on how far back your family is from the date of their actual emancipation. So we had
Okay, that's it.
so it wasn't as far back as we think it is. It's actually a lot
Okay, that's it.
closer than we think it is.
Right, that can be a debate for another. Let me get what I got to say out. Okay, we can debate that in a minute if you want. But
Okay, no problem.
okay, so I'll say this: we're over 100 years removed from slavery. I'm not a slave. I was never a slave. Dame isn't a slave. Demetrius isn't a slave. Mika isn't a slave. Thunder isn't a slave. We aren't slaves. We were not born into slavery. We have never experienced slavery. But you have men out here who are trying to convince you that you shouldn't do nothing, you shouldn't persevere, you shouldn't strive because of what they did to our ancestors in slavery. And so what does black men do? They start sitting up and talking about slavery. And they do nothing to help their communities. Their communities fall into ruin. Every time you turn around, they're talking about Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, all of the old school dudes. When is it going to be somebody new? When is a black man in this era, in this day and time, going to stand up and do something? You know what I'm saying? Every time you turn around, the excuse for slavery is used for us being inept, unprepared, unable, afraid, weak. Slavery is used. Well, has anybody told the black woman that? Because the black woman don't seem to give a damn about slavery, and she's out here pushing, and building businesses, and she's so good at it that Goldman Sachs is going to put $10 billion behind the thing. What's that? 10 billion, right?
10 billion.
10 billion. That is unheard of. And she's just about taking over the hand. She whooping that Chinese man ass in the hair industry. Eventually, she's going to take it from him. How come the black woman didn't get that memo about slavery? Look at the black woman's achievements since slavery. She is the most educated. She has started the most businesses in the last, 10 years, Dane? Because me and Dane was looking it up. The black woman has become such a force in the business world that the white man is trying to partner up with her. So how come black women didn't get that memo? That they shouldn't do anything because of slavery. I mean, the black woman is doing it. And the white man sees it. He's like, hey, man, I better get on board now and anchor myself to this train. And what's the black man doing? Making stupid videos like pump and dumping these bees, pump and dump, retarded videos and twerking, talking about each other's booty hole. I'm telling you, ladies, if you hear a man talking about another man's rectum, he is most likely gay. If it's not a doctor talking about a man's rectum, he is most likely gay. Because that's not what straight men talk about. We don't talk about a man's booty hole. We don't talk about a man's penis or his Johnson. That's not on our mind. Why? Because it's not supposed to be. You'll hear us talking about women, not men. I don't give a damn what men are doing. I'm certainly not going to talk about his Johnson. I'm not going to talk about his booty hole. So, when you hear men, black men, talking like that, they're most likely gay. So, like I said, the black woman didn't get that slave memo. All the black woman got to worry about right now is getting a decent black man. And then boom, she'll be complete. Now you also got to be aware of women who hate black men who think like Kevin Samuels. Okay? Because they're going to try to kill any success that you have at creating a black family. Because they're broken and can't be fixed. And it's a shame because a man did that to them. You know. But I'm sorry, I commandeered this show. Dame.
Okay. All right.
You got to stop me because you know I'm going to keep going. So.
Okay. Well, earlier when we was talking about Men love is for women. Um, Donda said, I have to disagree a little. I loved and respected my father. This man wasn't just my father, he was also my teacher. I learned many things from him on life and being a man. And he goes on to say, I had something not many black boys had growing up. He was a hell of a man.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that you can't care for your father, but love isn't for your father, it's for your mother and your sisters. No one said you can't respect your father or care about your father. And my father told, I had 5 brothers. My father told us, I don't want your love, I want your respect. He said, give your love to your mother. Okay? You see, when men have love in their heart for other men, that leads to a lot of bad things. It leads to homosexuality. It leads to sexual experimentation with other men because you have softened your heart towards men when your heart should be softened for women only and your children. To other men, your heart's supposed to be strong. And respect should be earned, not love. Exactly, Miko. Well, if you get a father is a powerful figure in the home. In the home, you have thunder, you have lightning. Okay? You have yin and you have yang. You have left and you have right. You have up and you have down. The father is a powerful figure in the home. Why? Because he is the authoritator. He is the one that demands discipline and respect. Our mother demands love and devotion. We love our mothers and respect our fathers. Your father is supposed to be the first person of authority that you learn to respect. Okay? Your mother, if you're a man, is the first woman you learn to love.
Okay, Thunder has a question. He said, wait, you stated that if a woman hates men, that's because of a man. So would it be safe to say if a man hates women, that's because of a woman?
No, because a man is supposed to be above that. You see, a man's essential nature is strength. He don't get to do what women do because women are female, right? And they run high on emotions and are generally considered the weaker of the sexes. This is why she needs the protection of the man. So no, you don't get to do what women do. As a man, you're supposed to be above that. You're supposed to be stronger than that. How can your woman and your children depend on you if you are as weak as they are? No. Oh, a man doesn't get to do what a woman does.
All right. So he asked, and what can we do to fix this in both counts?
Now you see, Demetrius, this is what the problem. This is what I mean by
No, that's thunder. That's thunder.
no. I see something else, Dane. This is the reason why I'm talking about strength. Okay. Strength also means you have to be fearless and you have to be tough, right? Women know that they are weaker. Okay? They know that. But knowing that doesn't mean that they should be talked down to. They should be beat on. They should be disrespected. They're not that kind of weak. Okay? You're not supposed to treat them that way. One of the things that the Creator said when He gave this woman to you is that He wanted you to love her like you love yourself. What is the word that He used? He said love, L-O-V-E. Can women do excuse me, y'all.
All right. Okay. Let's do. Oh, okay. Oh, you're back.
Hello.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so women like men, women want to be, it's fun being them. Okay? They want you to pick them up and whisk them away and, you know? They don't want to have to be hard charging and be strong for everybody. They want to be women. And a real man allows a woman to be a woman. Okay? But the word that the Creator used was love, L-O-V-E. So He tells you what to do with her, right? He said, love her like you love yourself. He didn't say hate her. He didn't say disrespect her. He didn't say call her out of her name. He didn't say abuse her. He didn't say grape her. He didn't say any of that. Then what was the word that He used?
Love.
Huh?
Love.
What?
Love. Love.
That's it. So that's the word the Creator used. Why are you, as a man, using another word? I'll use the mic right there. Go ahead, Nay.
Okay. Well, they're concerned about you. They're saying drink some water and get some elderberry juice.
Oh yeah. Thank y'all. I appreciate that.
Okay, Dimitri said my granddad hated Koreans. That is what allowed him to charge into battle in the Korean War. His hate for Koreans overpowered his fear of death and desire to come back to his wife. Whoa.
I like that. Yeah, because sometimes, hatred gets you through real tough times if you know how to use it. But you shouldn't use hatred towards women.
Mhm. Mhm.
Anyway, to answer dumbass Kevin Samuels, no, we couldn't have a world without women. Men would just kill each other.
Yeah, that's what Demetrius was saying.
And they even tell you, I've said this 1,000 times, well, maybe not 1,000 times.
Uh-huh.
I say it in my gym culture a lot, right?
All right.
Women give men purpose. Without women, we as men would have no purpose. All of a sudden, that fancy car, well, without women, it don't mean nothing. You know, that big old house, well, without women, it don't mean nothing. So all that money in your bank account, without women, it don't mean nothing. If you had $1 billion as a man in your bank account, right?
Mhm.
And then all of a sudden there was no women, that $1 billion won't mean nothing to you.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
there were no women.
Mhm.
There's nobody here to give us any purpose. Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So, all right. We're not going to go any further with this because it's getting late, and I'm over the time limit I allotted myself. I'm gonna continue this topic again. I'll probably do it for a conversation with Lady Dame. Um, back on this. But in the meantime, you got a little touch of gent culture in here. And also, well, that leads the question that the last question that was asked about what can we do to fix this in both accounts, the both accounts. When he asked the earlier question about if women hate men because of men, does that mean uh, men hate women because of women? But he had further asked the question of how do you fix both situations? What can you do to fix both situations?
You talking about me?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I was listening. Both situations like what?
Okay. The earlier question he asked, Thunder asked about if women hate men because of men. So would it be safe to say a man hate women because a man hate women because of women, and you would negate that? He asks a follow question, and what can be done to fix this in both accounts, where men hate women and women hate men?
Well, you only got to fix one.
Uh-huh.
Fix the one where women hate men, and the other one will fix itself automatically.
Okay. Well, how are you gonna do that?
Well, for one, don't mistreat women. Don't beat on them. Don't disrespect them. Don't hold them against their will. Don't rape them. Don't do anything to make them hate you. Whenever you find a woman that is hell bent on hating men, a man did that to her. Only a man could put that kind of hatred into a woman. She don't get that from other women because that's a foreign type hatred. That's not a natural hatred. Okay? Women aren't naturally hating men. Again, that's a foreign hatred. It comes from the outside. It has to be installed. And it gets installed through abuse. All kinds of abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse. Then comes the backstabbing. Then comes the dishonesty and the betrayal and the adultery, all kinds of things. Taking a woman's trust. This is how some women end up after they've endured many of these things I just said for men. This is how they end up hating men. A man don't have any business with any hatred towards women. So you fix the first one, the next one will take care of itself.
All right. So so that answered the question: can we fix broken men and broken women? Okay.
All right, y'all. Sorry, Dame. Did I keep you guys talking too much?
Yeah. But hey, there's some interesting question answers. It felt like we tipped over into gent culture. Okay.
Yeah. All right, well, I've done enough damage. Let me get on down and get out of here.
Okay.
Thank you, Ladies Night, for having me on. I'll let you in the back chat, Dan. All right, peace out, y'all. Peace, power, and unity.
Okay. Okay, yeah. That's your right, Demetrius. I'm not going to be one to take the abuse, let another man deal with it. But if you love the woman, what you going to do? What I'm getting is no matter what the responsibilities on men, he must make things right and keep it right. He must rule it like a dictator, keep things in order and on the right path. Kind of. I don't know about the dictator thing, but he's gonna have to pretty much be, from what it sounds like, a dictator of his environment. Because if you don't control your environment or put your environment in order, well, you can see what becomes the community. There's issues in the community, and that's either because the environment is no longer protective. All kind of elements has been let run loose. There is no longer any pressure and shame put on men who have gotten women pregnant. Used to be that's what the shotgun marriage was about, so men were a little bit more careful. I say a little bit more because there's still men that fling their seed regardless. But yeah, but if nothing else, he had to see about taking care of the child, make sure the children were okay. Keep have a relationship with the child, so to make sure everything is okay. That the child is in a safe environment with their parent. I had a relative. My grandfather had an outside child, and her environment was no longer safe. And so she had to go. She went to stay with her grandmother, which also made him have easier access to his child because the grandmother didn't stay too far from where he worked, and the child got a chance to know her other siblings. But he had to be pretty much feared because of the fear of what he would do to the man. I think the mother would have did it regardless, but also to protect the man. I know it's wrong, but that's her husband. She made sure her child was safe. She couldn't leave her husband. Gotta understand, those days there's no such thing as divorce. Where would she go or stuff like that? And they were both married. So she sent her child off to her mother, and he put the fear of whatever in the man, and kept his promise not to kill him, but let him know that if you do anything, you can be mad at me all you want, but you're not going to take it out on my child, you know? So you have to be a dictator. You have to put the fear. You have to back it up. Let them know that you're crazy, and you're going to eliminate the threat one way or the other. So yeah, at a certain level, you got to be a dictatorship. They got to know that nothing's going to stop you. Because if you don't, they're gonna be able to cower you with a gun. They'll be able to cower you with fear of pain. Yeah, and you gotta find like-minded men in the community who wants to protect y'all. Y'all have the same mindset. Y'all want to protect the community, protect the family, and get rid of any elements that's in the community that is a danger to the family. And then they build, and the women can turn to you. Okay, I've heard stories about, there were men who abused their wives, but the women became aware of it. They told the husband, I don't know what y'all got to do, but y'all need to do something. This can no longer, he's going to kill her. And they went to him and talked to him. And they let him know that, God said this and that. But he also said for you not to touch your wife and abuse your wife. She's not there for you to be abused. You put her there to abuse. And if I hear or find out or see or hear that you beat your wife again, you better run. You better keep on running, because I'm coming for you. And see, this is during the day when men was like, that's their business. But when it comes to issue and the life is in danger, men step up. The women made aware. That's part of the building of because if the men are out working, they're not there to hear and see it. They're not there to see the woman as the wives or the women in the community patch her up, find out what's going on, get past the lies she's saying to save face. I fell. I tripped and fall. The mule kicked me. Whatever she said to protect, because she fears the man. And the moment something get out of order, get it back in place or get rid of it. Exactly. Okay, let's see. Let's see it. Yeah. So it becomes kind of a dictatorship, The men monitor the community. Sometimes they have to deal with parents who like mind your own business, but they still monitor the community. I remember growing up where men, okay, if I'm doing something that looked like it could be inappropriate, they'll talk to me and talk to my parents. I had deacons in my church. I didn't see what it was, but they did, like something like I'm trying to say goodbye to my cousin and walk her halfway, and we stop at the halfway point, and we just spinning around the stop sign pole and stuff like that. We didn't see what the big deal was because we was just either walking and then we kind of ran and spin around it. Didn't know about strip clubs at that time and stripper poles, but I guess that's what it was kind of looking like. And even though we were girls, some men do not care if you are girls. You know how many times I had to duck and hide from these men who, because I'm 12 and developed, they felt I was woman enough for them? Okay. I hear you, Dane, but I wouldn't protect her just because she's a woman, rather because I value life and I see it as an assault on my character. That someone is being hurt in my presence. Yeah. I don't know if nowadays you might see, but back then you might not see the man straight out punch her or hit her, but you might see him grabbing her arm or holding her hands a little too tight. Or he's pulling her on. There's a certain way in the body language that lets you know. Mm-hmm. But sometimes you could be in the house next door and you hear the arguments, you hear the hitting, and some men will ignore that because back in the day you mind your business. That was between them and them. But there were men that did. Wasn't just their family members or a friend of their family or their wives or someone they grew up with. Complete stranger to them, and they had enough. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. I've been trying to say I'm going to go. Me and my 3 goodbyes. Okay, let me put my music back on. Let me get my ladies back up and dancing so we can dance our goodbyes away. All right, everyone. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for joining us. We're going to continue this topic with the 50-50 relationship and the hidden map and the 50-50 relationship because we only got as far as childcare. No. There's a lot more. Good night, everyone. Peace, power, and unity. And I'll see you. Oh, let me see when I'm going to do this again. Let's see. Maybe Monday or Tuesday. All right, be on the lookout. Bye-bye.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts feeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood
creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me,